councils, we must work together in this area to make more facilities available to our people. Maternity facilities at every health facility. Thank you to you all MPs. Please use that money which you have through CDF properly. This is one area the money must go into. Maternity wings, with running water, with lighting. I believe, Madam Speaker, around water, it's enough to say that we've sunk over 2,000 boreholes, 491 piped water schemes, 671 boreholes rehabilitated. New ones, rehabilitations as well. Let's not have a case for police vehicles. Crime in the constituencies must be fought. Minister of Home Affairs. Those vehicles primarily are to fight crime in each constituency. And every constituency has one. So therefore the movements must be largely localized, right? And efficiently used. Thank you, Minister, for managing those vehicles, because it's essential that you can't work in isolation. Police vehicles are connected to Home Affairs. CDF vehicles are connected to local government. But constituencies are part of local government, isn't it? So it's a question of agreeing how to work there. But now the ambulances will be connected to health. Pembera first. Madam Speaker, I'm saying wait a bit. We'll be okay. I watched the chat around there. There's no problem. We'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be okay. It's part of the legacy of the procurement chain associated with COVID. But we are okay. We'll be okay. I think the majority are already here. And you are free to monitor those things. And I'm happy you are monitoring. So let's work as a team. So, Madam Speaker, going forward, this government will continue with efforts aimed at improving availability of clean and safe water and sanitation facilities for all citizens, not for some. Madam Speaker, the coming in of solar has changed our lives for the better. Means we can provide water everywhere and anywhere in the country. We can have a flush toilet anywhere in the country. When we spoke about that, Vice President and I chatted, we said, we'll break new ground. We're breaking new ground. And let's work together. Let's work together in this area. Solar enables us to draw water from the underground or surface and take it to our people in an acceptable manner. Madam Speaker, social protection. Government has been implementing a number of social protection programs to reduce poverty and inequality in the country. The programs will include social cash transfer, ordinary, We had enhanced social cash transfer during the drought, food security pack, cash for work, and women and youth empowerment. Madam Speaker, since 2021, your government has increased the number of beneficiary households on the regular social cash transfer from 895,000 in 2021 to 1.3 million households to date. During the drought, Madam Speaker, which we experienced, government introduced the emergency social cash transfer and cash for work programs. In addition, we increased the number of vulnerable but viable households benefiting under the food security pack. Further, Madam Speaker, we implemented the community sale of maize at food reserve agents' depots and the sale of affordable meal to our communities across the country. Madam Speaker, I would like this House to take note that when there's a ordinary course of business, and I see people are clubbing these issues and making confused statements, and even enjoying the lead statements from people who don't understand what is happening. Let them argue because they're ignorant. We together are sharing information here. Madam Speaker, I have a message here. Cash for work will continue. Cash for work will continue. I have said it. Cash for work will continue. Because we have kids who are not in secondary school, free education, and primary. We have kids who are not in skills training. We have kids who are not in university and are receiving bursaries. They need to be given an opportunity to do gainful work rather than begging. We think it's better to teach people the culture of work in exchange for money rather than begging. I think it's, in the long run, it's good for us as a country. So cash for work is here to stay. Management improvements will continue, but it's here to stay for now. Not Antamen. Go and work first. Go and work first. Yeah. Madam Speaker, the environment is a very important issue, and we want to make sure that when we grow our economy, as we grow our economy, we are not damaging our environment. Very, very important. We should not damage our environment as we grow. Madam Speaker, government has continued to implement afforestation programs to enhance conservation, essential conservation, also looking for alternative energy for cooking. What is damaging our environment largely is, amongst other factors, the need to generate cooking facilities for our people. So we need to continue looking for alternative cooking options. Madam Speaker, I talked already about good governance issues. Good governance is fundamental in consolidating our socio-economic gains. We have made progress in implementing various government reforms aimed at promoting human rights and freedom. We have entrenched transparency and accountability and enhanced participation in decision-making, as well as continued strengthening of our democracy, separating democratic space from thieving. We separate the two. We should not join them together. They are not twins. They are different. They're different. We've continued to enhance access to justice and observance of the rule of law. Madam Speaker, since assuming office, we've accelerated the implementation of the decentralization program. Very important. We've taken resources away from the center. Madam Speaker, away from the center. Lusaka. Lusaka was managing all our resources to the exclusion of the regions and abusing the resources from Lusaka here, as you can see from certain court cases. A clear abuse of colossal amounts of money. We would rather have that money going to the local areas, and we'll continue doing that. And as such, Madam Speaker, we are happy that CDF alone disbursed over 16 billion kwacha. CDF alone since 2022. That is intentional. It's not a mistake. It's by design, so that local people can access those resources and decide their priorities. I've also heard one of us in this house complaining that the center is dictating certain decisions. Yes. Education, yes. Water supply, yes. Health centers, yes. Why not? Because you may decide to use money for certain things that do not help the people. So certain guidelines are essential, madam. Maternity, yes. Right? Yes. And I'm hoping, Madam Speaker, that we don't develop small thieves in the local areas. We're big thieves in Lusaka. So now small thieves, we must deal with them early on. We must deal with them early on, colleagues. This is not a joke. It's not a joke. The idea was to take away money from misuse in Lusaka to the local areas. Your areas, you MPs. And that's why we are pushing on you to go back to the chambers, so that you can lead the decisions on the use of those resources. So I don't see what's wrong with that, Madam Speaker, because you are here representing your constituencies to allocate money. But when it's sent there to be utilized, you are not there. Is that not a distortion? It is a distortion. So we expect your support. This is not a partisan issue. It is a national development issue, colleagues. It's not a partisan issue. So reflect, those who don't want to support Bill 7, reflect. Madam Speaker, we have established an online citizen support portal services. I want to encourage citizens to raise issues, not in the streets, not on Facebook, but to raise issues through the channels that are established, so that we can uptake those issues and deal with them. And MPs, councillors, mayors, chairpersons must help in this process to sift through citizens' concerns, which must come to this House and to the government. By the way, this House, judiciary, executive, we are one. We are one, part of one government. Sometimes I see the behavior like we are different. No, we are one. Just one. Just separate functions, but one. Madam Speaker, I want to honor, I want to confirm that we are honoring our commitment to upholding the rule of law and constitutionalism. I want to repeat, maybe for the last time today, arresting and prosecuting lawbreakers is not equivalent to loss of democratic space and human rights. The two are not the same. You stay away from crime. Nobody will touch you. Madam Speaker, I was accused of many things in opposition, and I challenge people to go to court. When they didn't take me to court, I went to court myself. I went to court myself. That this one is alleging I stole this, and I won court cases. No one should be afraid. No one should be afraid. I was accused of having stolen a Lima Bank house. Every year, noise. So I said, go to police and report. They didn't report. I went to report, Madam Speaker, and I won the case. The house never belonged to Lima Bank. Never, ever. Never. I bought it on open tender. No one should be afraid of protecting yourselves within the law. So let's stop spoiling young people. We're spoiling young people. Let's not continue in that direction. Madam Speaker, I can tell you that we've restored professionalism in our law enforcement to some extent, and we'll continue to work on those areas that are still lacking. Madam Speaker, I want to thank the Zambian citizens for embracing this change and upholding tenets of good citizenship. I want to thank the citizens. This is the peaceful atmosphere we expect from all of us, including us in this House. As we enter the election season, Madam Speaker, next year we will not tolerate any lawlessness of whatever form, before, during, and after elections. We have enhanced the capacity of the judiciary, National Prosecution Authority, and Public Protector. Currently, the High Court is present in all the 10 provinces. Let's use the court systems instead of settling scores outside the court. But if you negotiate, even better. You negotiate, even better. So we don't congest the courts. In addition, Madam Speaker, government is now conducting mobile court sessions in correctional facilities. In correctional facilities to accelerate dispensation of justice and reduce case loads. However, we acknowledge that more work needs to be done. Madam Speaker, I'm the first one. We are the first one to acknowledge that more work needs to be done in every sphere, because so many years we were not addressing things in this country. And we want to thank the leaders before us for their efforts. We continue on a building block basis to further improve our country. Madam Speaker, our stance on zero tolerance to corruption and economic crimes has remained firm. Now, people have seen what we were doing quietly. They have now seen it. And I think we hope it will be a deterrent to others, including those of us in office today. We hope it will be a deterrent to us to do what is correct with public resources. Very important. We've expedited the disposal of cases on corruption and the economic crimes through the establishment of the Economic and Financial Crimes Court. We've increased funding and enhanced capacity of our law enforcement agencies and oversight bodies. Madam Speaker, our successes are affirmed by our country's improved corruption perception index. The score that we achieved in 2021 was 33. Now, 2024 is 39. That is a 6-point movement for the better. We didn't assess this. It's an international assessment. Further, our global ranking has improved to 92. This way, the measure is different. 92 from 117. We have upgraded out of 180 countries during the same period. So, again, facts are there. And we shouldn't say things based on other things. Facts are there. This has reversed the years of decline and stagnation experienced during the period preceding August 2021. Madam Speaker, your government will continue to build a culture of integrity. It's a tough road, but we'll continue building this culture. We need a society that rewards ethical conduct, not other things. No. Society must reward good conduct, not bad conduct. A society that values hard work, Madam Speaker, hard work. A society that frowns upon corruption, not dancing for it. No, that's wrong. Absolutely wrong. Therefore, our commitment to the fighting the past, present, and future corruption remains unshaken. What is not yours is not yours. What is for the public is for the public. What belongs to the citizens is for the citizens of Zambia. We will never allow a few individuals to benefit from and abuse public assets at the expense of the majority. And then you call yourselves businessmen. I can't. No. The two are different. You want to be called a businessman or businesswoman, do genuine business. Go and irrigate 200 hectares. We'll support you. And you make money. 2 center pivot's 50 hectares, 100 hectares, you irrigate, you make real money. 2 crops a year, you make real money. You don't have to steal from the poor in order to make money. Madam Speaker, we need to distinguish genuine business from corruption. I think that is the work we need to do. Currently, we pull these two together. No. We shouldn't do that. We should not do that. We will never allow individuals to benefit from by abusing the majority. No. In our effort, Madam Speaker, in our effort to respect and protect human rights, government has continued to decentralize legal and legal offices across the country, districts, for example. Since 2021, we have opened additional offices in 15 districts. 15. These include Mporokoso, Kawambwa, Lundazi, Kaoma, Zambezi, and Lusaka, which was established this year. Madam Speaker, we are providing mobile legal aid services in Rwangwa, Chongwe, Siavonga, Chirundu, Sesheke, Kalabo, and Kabompo. This is in addition to legal services units and paralegal desks at police stations, correctional facilities, and courts. These improvements, Madam Speaker, in the provision of legal aid services are yielding positive results. As of June this year, over 55,000 people countrywide received legal aid assistance from the Legal Aid Board. That's a big number. This is in keeping with the principle of access to justice and human rights for all across the provinces of our country. Madam Speaker, the House may recall that Access to Information Act was signed into law on the 15th of December, 2023. We are therefore pleased to announce to the nation that the Access to Information regulations have since been issued to facilitate full implementation of the Access to Information law. The procedures are in place now. Let's use them. Let's utilize this facility. This legislation marks a significant step towards enhancing transparency and accountability in government operations. This legislation will enhance public participation, promote good governance, and combat corruption. Madam Speaker, credible elections constitute a critical hallmark of a functioning democracy. As a country, we pride ourselves in having peaceful and credible elections with a peaceful transition from one administration to another. In preparation for the general election in August next year, the Electoral Commission of Zambia will conduct a country-wide voter education and mass registration of voters. We urge eligible citizens to register as voters and exercise their democratic right to vote. Madam Speaker, since 2021, our foreign policy has been anchored on 2 pillars: economic diplomacy on one hand, peace, security, and stability on the other. We are consolidating our position as a competitive economic regional hub. We are deepening strategic partnerships and cooperation. I'm sure you are seeing that. We are expanding trade, attracting investments, boosting tourism, and food security for the nation and the region. Madam Speaker, food security for ourselves and for the region. If the region is hungry, they'll walk into our country. Isn't it? Smuggling increases. So your government's approach is to trade with neighboring countries formally. We produce here more, we then trade with them formally, rather than through cross-border activities that are illegal. I think it's important. So on this score, Madam Speaker, we are working with countries around us who are now wanting to buy food from us in a proper manner. As we speak, I think there's a delegation from two countries working on agreeing transactions with us. So then we can produce more and grow our economy. We want to see more MPs irrigating in your constituency so that your voters can learn from you. Produce more. I repeat, Madam Speaker, it's very important that leaders must lead by example. Madam Speaker, our country continues to play its role in the region in terms of peace building,